I'm Steve, I'm in the LA clinic, and it's been 11 months since I had my HIS hair treatment. I was Norwood 7, so I had 4 treatments, and if you saw my before video, you'll see it was pretty severe hair loss. I wore my hair completely shaved before I came in, and it's been dramatic how it's changed my life. I had to, you forget about it after like several months go by, and it's so dramatic at first, but then you just go back to your life and it's just changed in so many ways, more confidence. I've written a book with Penguin Books, A Complete Idiot's Guide to Juice Fasting, and now I've been interviewed on different circuits, and I'm more comfortable getting in front of the camera. I'm not, before that I was a producer behind the scenes. Now I'm comfortable getting in front of the camera, which never happened before. So it's accelerated my career in every way. And I'm married now, and it's just, I had to talk to my wife about it last night. How was I before and how am I different? I'm just so much more confident than I was. Like my early 20s when I got out of college, and I started with a bald spot in the back, and I tried Rogaine, and then when that wasn't working, I tried the hair system and covered my head with it, and that was a horrible experience. And as somebody that sold hair pieces, I know how horrible that experience is, to glue a toupee to your head and call it a hair system, because I was selling guys on that. And I didn't feel comfortable doing that. So we went out of business because I lost the psychology, being able to do this to people. And I guess it had been about 10 years that I've been shaving my head, maybe a little longer, before I came and got this treatment and, stopped wearing hats. Now I was able to get married and be comfortable at my wedding, and, go on interviews and interviews on camera and be comfortable. I think it's the best option. As somebody that sold hair pieces, and I've dealt with people that had hair transplants and the cornrow look that they would get, because once you get a hair transplant, you continue to lose hair, and it's a never-ending process to try to keep up with it. So it ends up looking like a cornrow, like you would see in a doll. There's nothing like this out there, where you can actually be comfortable, not worry about a woman running her hands through your hair and then feeling the lumps on the side, because that's what it's like when you have a hair system. They sell you on the psychology that it's like having your own head of hair. It's not. As somebody that sold them, I can tell you that. This, is unbelievable. I had the 4 treatments, and I think 1 touch-up since. It's just been consistently holding up. I go out in the California sun, I wear some sunscreen on it, and I just forget about it for the day. And in the back, I was completely bald, so I would have never known. I look in the mirror now, and I see that it looks like I actually have hair in the back. As far as reactions, people just thought I got a haircut. They didn't know what I looked like underneath the hat, I guess. So it was like, oh, did you get a haircut? Or somebody even said recently, oh wow, you shaved your head. That was even recently, and it's been 10 months or 11 months now. For me, my head wasn't taking to it, so I would get a treatment, it looked great, and then by the second treatment we had a touch up, and then by the third treatment they had to penetrate a little deeper with it. So there was a pain factor. I didn't have to take any kind of medication, painkillers or anything like that before or after. It was tolerable, but I'd never had a tattoo to see what that sensation was like. So there were certain moments where it was, oh, this is painful, but then knowing the outcome totally outweighed any kind of pain, and at this point, you don't even think about it. If you want to get your life back and not live behind a hat, I think, it's worth it to go through a little pain to just get the life back that you deserve. Oh, I would highly recommend HIS for anyone who wants to get their confidence back, get out of wearing a hat, not worrying about swimming in a pool, having a girl run her hands through your hair, not worry about how people are going to react to you. It's going to turn your life around. There's nothing out there like it. As somebody, and I'm different than probably a lot of testimonials in that I owned a hair replacement studio that was like Hair Club for Men. I know exactly what's out there. I dealt with everything in this industry. I was in this industry. That's what I did. So I know there's nothing else out there like this. It's the only thing I would recommend.